On the night of July 29, 2000, the tight-knit neighborhood of Hunting Park in Philadelphia would be forever changed. 5-year-old Iriana Morales Dejesus vanished without a trace, her bright future stolen in a moment of horrifying violence. This is the story of a heinous crime, a hunt for justice, and one of America's most wanted fugitives. It was a seemingly ordinary evening. Iriana, full of life, played outside with her sister and friends as the sun dipped behind the streets of 6th and Luzerne. Her mother stepped out for a quick trip to the store, never imagining the horror that awaited her return. In those brief moments, the unthinkable happened. Iriana had vanished without a trace. In the frantic hours after she vanished, a desperate community sprang into action. Family, friends, and neighbors scoured every corner, calling her name. Flyers blanketed the streets, while bullhorns echoed through the neighborhood, pleading for more hands to join the search for the little girl with bright eyes and an innocent, heartwarming smile. But after 5 agonizing days on August 3, 2000, the search came to a tragic end. Iriana's small, lifeless body was discovered in the basement of an abandoned apartment building. She had been brutally assaulted, strangled, and discarded like trash, her fragile body wrapped in a plastic bag. Among the grim evidence was a T-shirt bearing a bold political logo, its fabric soaked in Iriana's blood. This single clue held the power to unmask her killer, yet no one could have foreseen the long, agonizing years that would pass before the face behind the crime would finally be revealed. The police interviewed countless people from the neighborhood, and soon a man came forward. He claimed the T-shirt belonged to someone he knew as Carlos, a drifter he had once employed as a handyman. But just as quickly as Carlos had appeared, he disappeared, like a ghost slipping into the night. With him went the only real lead, leaving the investigation into Iriana's murder to wither in silence. The case would soon grow cold, the trail of her killer lost in the shadows. For 6 agonizing years, the Dejesus family endured the torment of unanswered questions and unrelenting grief. The memory of Iriana's tragic death haunted them, as the case seemed destined to remain unsolved. Then in 2007, a shocking breakthrough emerged from an unlikely source. With advancements in DNA technology, the blood-stained T-shirt from the crime scene was re-examined. This time, the results were undeniable. A match was found, linking the crime to a man from Honduras. The man's name, Alexis Flores. After the brutal murder of Iriana, Alexis Flores disappeared but eventually resurfaced in Arizona. In 2002, Alexis was arrested for shoplifting and 2 years later, arrested for forgery. Before police could link him to Iriana's death, he was deported back to Honduras, once again vanishing from the reach of law enforcement. Law enforcement, both in the U.S. and internationally, have struggled to locate him. He has been evading capture and has been on the run ever since. Flores is not just another fugitive. He is on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, considered armed and extremely dangerous. He is described as 5 feet 4 inches, weighing between 130 and 140 pounds, with brown eyes and noticeable scars on his forehead and right cheek. He is also known to go by the names of Mario Flores, Mario Roberto Flores, Mario Roberto, Alex Contreras, and Alexis Contreras. Somewhere out there, Alexis Flores is hiding, living under a stolen identity, haunted by the face of the little girl he so brutally took from the world. It's time to bring this coward to justice. If you have any information about his whereabouts, the FBI is offering a reward of up to $250,000 for details leading to his capture.